Sam Altman announces that ChatGPT will soon be able to engage in erotic interactions starting in December. I'm so ready. Please. Please. I hate my shit ass life. Please. Please. I need a girlfriend. I need an AI girlfriend. You will be having sex with robots in the next 10 years. They were on it. They were onto something. 2015. Okay, someone else told me that too, that AI is now being used for eroticism, but I thought that was old news. Hasn't that been happening? I'm starting to think that maybe they're saying that you're going to be able to use it to generate AI porn. That's what I'm thinking that they're saying. Because I don't know if you can do that now with ChatGPT, but I think that's kind of what they're hinting at. AI porn and AI smut, and it'll talk to you sexy, I guess.
Hey everyone, God bless you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've prepared a reflection for you entitled ER0TIC. But before I address that subject, I want to just have a sip. I'm recovering from
Jonathan
our
Pageau.
wonderful marriage conference weekend.
He's good too.
It was magnificent and mightily blessed, but also completely exhausting. I came into my office this week, into my study at the parish, and there was a box waiting for me. It couldn't have been a more precious box. In that box were these.
Coffee.
And this.
Oh, nectar.
And this. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Frank and Mary, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. When a priest comes in exhausted and he finds bags of coffee waiting at his door sent from many miles away, he feels loved and very well cared for. Thank you so much. I was very unhappy to read a post that was sent to me that was on X by the OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. I want to read to you his post and make comments on it. But before I do, let me say this, just reaffirm the obvious and the true. Smartphones have made people dumb. Digital technology has not been what it was intended to be. And the amount of
Cognitive
psychological
diminishment.
pathologies that have erupted through the embrace of this new technology, the number is almost countless on the types of pathologies and the pain that has been brought to us by this great invention of the smartphone. Artificial intelligence, I don't think this is going to go well. I really don't. Whether it can be stopped or not, it's way beyond my purview to comment on. But I can tell you that the smartphone has not gone well at all. And now we hear that AI is going to become normative in all of our lives. And this week, Sam Altman announced that OpenAI is now going to provide erotica, artificial intelligence erotica. So,
Moral question is AI generated porn more or less immoral than human made porn? I think less immoral. I want to say it's more immoral. Because it's like, I mean, it's pulling you away from something that is supposed to be a natural process, right? Sex is supposed to be a natural process. Porn is like a derivative of sex that is unnatural, is an unnatural process. Taking it outside the bounds of something that is healthy and putting it into a vice, of the vice of lust, right? And then AI is a derivative of a derivative, right? It's even more unnatural. It's further away from the natural processes. It's a weird thing where I think it's not. Porn isn't natural though. No, but I'm saying sex is, and being attracted, sexual attraction is natural. And sexual attraction has its proper place in proper time with your spouse. But porn has then twisted that. It's made it unnatural and has said, okay, well, you're not going to have the normal natural intimacy of a loving partner, of a wife or a husband. We're going to twist that, and you're just going to extract from that your pleasure from it, and thus making it unnatural, and thus making it a vice, making it a sin. Well, then you get the AI part, and the AI is extracting that from even further, and it's not even a human anymore. It's like on the same level as if you were diddling yourself to like a inanimate object. I feel like that's even worse. That's even worse than just normal like regular porn. Like I mean, that sounds bad to say that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's even further away from what is normal.
That poor, pathetic shells of people, mostly men, are going to start having conversations with their fake computer girlfriend with matters of eros. Could anything be more pathetic? Could any action in the purview of a man be more pathetic and a greater commentary on his total failure as a man? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me read to you the text. We made ChatGPT pretty restrictive to make sure we were being careful with mental health issues. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Tech Titan, for doing that.
Thank you.
Restrictive, huh?
Sam Altman, thank you.
A really horrible job on the digital phones. Very, very horrible job. But now you're telling us that you're being very careful, or at least you were. We realized this made it less useful or enjoyable to many users who had no mental health problems. Oh, they had none, but they will soon. But given the seriousness of the issue, we wanted to get this right. Now that we have been able to mitigate the serious mental health issues and have new tools, fascinating, we are going to be able to safely relax the restrictions in most cases. In a few weeks, we plan to put out a new version of ChatGPT that allows people to have a personality that behaves more like what people liked about 40. We hope it will be better. If you want your ChatGPT to respond in a very human-like way, or use a ton of emoji, or act like a friend, ChatGPT should do it, but only if you want it, not because we are usage maxing. In December, as we roll out age gating more fully, and as part of our treat adult users like adults principle, we will allow even more like erotica for verified adults. Pathetic, Sam. Pathetic. And immoral. And certainly destructive. We've had an explosion of pornography in the digital age. An absolute explosion, and has been destroying people's lives. As a priest who works with people about their own sins and their own enslavements, nothing has been as catastrophic in the spiritual lives of young people as pornography. Nothing. It is literally ruining their lives, enslaving them to filth, destroying their self-confidence and their self-image, hindering proper human relationships, killing dating, delaying marriage, if not completely destroying marriage. It is a great evil. And to talk about it like this, as though we don't have the data on what it has done, and as though it's only a freedom issue. This is the highest level of irresponsibility. This is a great evil that these tech titans like Sam Altman are foisting for one reason. They want your money. These greedy, greedy men are providing what they know will ruin people's lives. We have the data. It is very clear. But they're going to do it anyway. Pornography is a compound word from two Greek words. Porneia, which means sexual immorality, and grapho, which means to write or to draw or to depict. Pornography is the depicting of lewdness or obscenity. Pornography was illegal. Americans had sense. They had some sense of moral compass, some willingness not to be slaves to passions, but to do what's right in this area. In 1973, following the Miller versus California case, pornography became legal. This is yet one more cultural change, one more Supreme Court decision that has happened to advance the purposes of the sexual revolution, to destroy people's lives, which it has absolutely, totally done. Very, very bad decision with catastrophic consequences, and it needs to be overturned. We need to ban pornography, return to normal American life. We're reconsidering many things right now as a nation, and this has to be one of the top things that we reconsider, is the pornification of our culture. Stop ruining people's lives.
I think Ohio just passed a bill that they're going to have ID verification. That's definitely going to be a hindrance for people. I think that's good. People are bitching and moaning about it, but no, I think that's a good thing. Making it harder for people to actually access it will be good.
The demon of fornication will destroy you if you let him 100%. Besides losing control of your life, killing your integrity, ruining your relationship with God and your conscience and the opposite sex, there's also massive social cost to pornography. Altman calls this adult content. Really, we have to stop this fake speak. Really, this is not adult content. This is the misuse of language right out of Brave New World, right out of 1984. This kind of ridiculous language. This is not adult content. This is pervert content. This is perpetual adolescent content. There is nothing adult about it. We're in the midst of a spiritual epidemic of perversion.
That's true, because if you actually wanted to have a woman, speaking from the man's angle, if you wanted to have a woman, you would have to acquire certain things. Women should, I understand women are very different nowadays, and they'll basically sleep with whoever. I know there's a lot of women who sleep with bums, but before, you used to have to actually have the ability to, women would actually have markers of, okay, what they wanted in a man, right? You have to have a job, you have to have responsibilities, you have to have probably a car, a place, you have to have a place, right? You have to have a place to be able to have sex. You have to have these responsibilities that actually are adult responsibilities. But he's right, it is like an infantilization where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna get on my phone and right then and there, I'll get my cummies, I'll get my pleasure box. Yay.
The business of porn dominates the falling West. It has completely conquered decency. The porn industry is far bigger than Hollywood. When I was born, an American girl would have been ashamed to be seen in public with too little on. Today, American girls are ashamed to be in public with too much on, even in church. Even in church. Hugh Hefner, I am afraid, is burning in hell. Poor man for what he has done. But he owns our culture. His influence has completely dominated our culture. Gyms and beaches are completely pornified, places of disgrace. All these young women mixing the hemlock for men to drink and spiritually die. And all these young men willing dupes. Lord, have mercy on us and awaken us. Every willing participation, dear ones, in pornography is an act of service to Satan and his kingdom on the earth, and is a degradation of the human soul. How lonely, how pathetic must an individual be to resort to ChatGPT erotica? Filthy greed drives this industry. God is watching. He has eyes. He'll bring everything into judgment. Know that. Don't have anything to do with this filth, dear ones, or with these tech titans who are ruining people's lives and don't believe that they don't know what they're doing. Your eyes, your heart, your soul, your body belongs to the Lord God. You're sacred. You came from the hands of God. For those of you who can see with your physical eyes, which is most of you, your eyes are your most precious sense, a great gift from God. For those of you who are baptized and chrismated, sacred chrism was put on your eyes. Your eyes were consecrated to the glory of God and to the good of your brothers and sisters in the world. Look on the beautiful. Avoid the degrading. Take custody of your own gaze. Grab your mind and grab your eyesight and make it serve your purposes. To love God. This is Proverbs 4:25. Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight before you. Be serious. When you see something foul, don't couple with it. There's no evil in seeing it. The evil is when we couple with it and we begin to contemplate it, avoid it,
Holy
turn
shrug.
away from it.
Do the holy
Do
shrug.
what the holy and much suffering prophet Job did. He made a covenant, he said, with his eyes that he would not look upon a virgin. We also must make this covenant. This is Job 31:1. Promise, you made that covenant when you were chrismated to look on the beautiful, to let your eyes be a tool for perceiving and communicating the glory of God. Pornography does not enhance proper sexual desire in marriage. It replaces it. It kills it. Pornography is the adultery of the mind and the heart. And St. Paul says to the Ephesians, do not participate in the unfruitful deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. For it is disgraceful even to speak of the things that they do in secret. Ephesians 5:11 and 12. May God help us. And come on, Mr. Altman, do the right thing. Do the right thing. May God be with us.
I think he's right. He is right. It's going to replace, this is replacing people. Just like fast food replaced cooking and DoorDash replaced fast food in a way, going out, people go out to eat way less than they have ever because of DoorDash, because of they can just order it and get it directly delivered to them. Same way, this is going to replace intimacy. It's easier. People always go for the easiest thing, the path of least resistance. And I think this is no different. Maybe it will weed out the losers. That is something, you know, it's easy to succeed in a world full of failures. It is. There's so many traps abounding. And if you're not one getting caught in them, guess what? You're way ahead of everybody else. Father Severin Rose said, pornography is the devil's iconography. That's an interesting one. Pornography is the devil's iconography. Wow. It's the worship of the human, but not even the human in terms of virtue, but in just this degrading form. That's very, very deep. I think if a public vote was taken, men would vote substantially in favor of eliminating it. Yeah, I think so too.